In the 2014 As Above, So Below by Universal Pictures, at the ending, they come up out of the catacombs and end up in Paris, France, and this is the ending scene. And behind here is a light I covered up because I grabbed the wrong frame grab, but oh well. In the back we see Notre Dame, and we see lights and a pattern of them in this bridge. Now I went checking and I looked for anything that would line up well enough, and I bumbled into the right spot, as is per usual. I had a 50-50 shot of guessing the right spot. Once I see a map of it, I kind of guess, and I usually get it pretty close. I was close as in my first shot landing was off by 20 feet. So that's pretty good. So here we go. There's Notre Dame. There's that thing there. Okay, let's grab that and bring it down to where it matches exactly. Okay, and then we get this edge. That matches good. Now we have a light here that's there. It's supposed to be there, so we grab that. Line it up. And then this and this. So they line up. Down here, that lines up pretty close. And over here, the lines patch, stripe, patch, stripe, patch. And then we get the light right there. Light is over here. So if we grab that patch and pull it over here, we should have it line up just about right. Now there's these pairs of lights here, and I just have to zoom in on them. There's 1, 2 there, and there's 2 right in the second ones behind it. Now in this case, they're a little bit different positioning, which means we're technically further forward, but then we lose the angle. Now there's a reason for that. First of all, they come up out of a manhole in the ground. And this manhole, if you're filming a movie, you don't put actors and actresses up through a sewer system or something like that unless you have to. You want control over the situation, and you don't want to have the city of Paris give you permission to mess around in the sewer systems. And they're trying to make it to where if somebody recognized it from the architecture alone, they'd know, oh, okay, that's Notre Dame. So they did a couple things. You may have noticed that those street lights aren't here, the lamps. I'm going to point out why in a minute, why we don't have these really beautiful things like you would think you would see in Paris, France. That. Yes, this is a 2012 image, and 2014 is just as bad. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what Paris, the romantic city it is, used for a lamp. And that's what they did for the movie. Now, you may have noticed also, it didn't include this in the ground. What they did is they built a shelf here, a stage. They put a stage here and covered up this entire area, and yeah, it's a skater park for kids. And they came out of right in here somewhere, underneath there. And that's where it was. That's it. So that puts us way over here somewhere. So obviously things aren't going to line up exactly. It's not a fisheye lens effect. It's just not going to match up exactly. That's all. The next thing is, well, there's no next thing. That was the end of the scene, the scene at the end of the movie, and that's it. And that's the location it was at. So what is useful about this? Well, number one, there isn't a manhole here. That was the first clue. Second, the movie came out in 2014. That's when people saw it. Just wanted to show you something here. Again, really ugly utilitarian lamps. No manholes. Okay, and I'm going to back up one notch. Hopefully we don't drop off the edge. Now, we're going to look here. Okay, you may have noticed there's some damage in the cement. There's no benches or anything. There are people sitting on chunks of cement. There's nothing. Okay, now we're going to go forward. I want you to see what the effect of, even in Paris, France, of moviegoers. Now we're looking at June 2014, and we have a technical difficulty here already. I have to jump off this cliff. Okay, now let's just back up to where we would be, where the manhole would be in the movie. And you may have noticed what people did in Paris, France, to their city after a movie came out saying you could find a hole in the ground, go back into it, and try to retrace the steps from the movie, and try to find riches or the philosopher's stone. Or someone did that. They didn't improve the lights, of course, because why the hell would they do that? And look, some more chipping and stuff. There's an article about how it isn't the fault of, quote, us skateboarders. It's idiots watching movies. They were talking about something out here, and I'm like, what the hell? And let's just back that shtick up. Yeah, so after watching a movie, some people decided that it'd be, totally rational to come out here and try to dig a hole in the ground to find the manhole that isn't there, because it was never there. I just thought it was, it's funny. And the skateboarders who were here were getting yelled at and had to put up a no skateboarding sign, and they said, you shouldn't do that, it's not our fault. I mean, literally, the spot where the manhole would be. They're literally looking for a manhole underneath the rocks and cement. I mean, those are the two locations that show up when you do the Google Street View to get the angle right. Watch, just do that, and let's go back here. Let's try lining that up, just because it's funny. Actually, it's kind of sad and tragic, but okay, it's life, right? Okay. Yeah, they figured out that you line up that street lamp with that, and also with the Notre Dame. So you zoom in. That's the lineup, right? Okay, and boom. So I'm gonna start digging in the cement, and there's another one. So some normal people in Paris. So yeah, there were ones treasure hunters, the internet, goddamn internet. So. And then this is 2014 again. This gives you, in all its glory, the patchwork of people looking for that manhole because they wanted to see if they could go to Dante's Inferno and find riches and stuff. And the skateboarders got blamed for it, but no, it's just a bunch of. Anyway, I thought I'd point that out that the GPS location is known, and yeah, it was a fake cement space. That means they had to do the sound design or deaden it heavily so you wouldn't hear it in the audio, and that's where they did the scene. And they only did this for a few minutes. It was a very short scene, and they literally just built a stage and did the scene. And the thing is, they could have made it really tall and tapered it off, which means they could have total control over the environment. But yeah, they replaced the lights. That's why they aren't there, because the lights that Paris provided was crap, and they unplugged all the bulbs. And it was a really cool location with Notre Dame in the background, perfectly balanced Notre Dame with this lamp. But yeah, they had to make a wooden platform for him to be on because of reasons. So yeah. So anyway, thanks for watching. Have a good day. Good luck with that. And that's where the As Above, So Below ending scene was filmed in Paris, France. And there's the GPS. And please stop removing the bricks. Good day.